This is an ortho-K case where the patient started out with lenses that caused somewhat of an oval treatment zone, and new lenses were designed. With the new lens, blending was turned back on, and we increased the sagittal depth of the lens a little bit, and this is our resultant posterior topography with that lens. We're still a little bit decentered. We've got temporal decentration, and it's in both eyes. The zone is more spherical, and at least we've extended the nasal edge of the zone a little bit outward, more away from the pupil. So it's possible that eyelids could be just pushing the lens, and we may not be able to get full centration, but the new treatment zone does look a little bit better. However, a new problem that surfaced is now the patient's about a diopter undercorrected. And if we look at the SIM-Ks, it's kind of deceiving because the SIM-Ks are very similar to one another. And so we might be led to the conclusion that has, or ask the question whether the patient's vision has progressed. But if we look at the powers, where it's really flattest, we're at about 38.7 with the first lens and about 39.8. So there's our diopter. So my recommendation is SIM-K is helpful to look at sometimes, but definitely don't rely solely on that to determine whether or not you're getting full treatment. Look at the powers at individual spots in the treatment zone, but probably even better than that, look at a difference map. And if you do a difference map, you'll see that the difference map for this lens is significantly different from the difference map we'll get with this lens. So the next question to ask then is whether that's a reliable or repeatable finding. Sometimes the patient doesn't sleep well or doesn't wear the lenses very long right before a visit and they don't get full treatment, in which case if we built in another diopter, then the patient would be overtreated, which may not always be terrible, but I'm not sure if we want to do that unless it's really our target. So if this is a repeatable treatment, I'm going to bring up the lens that the patient is wearing right now. Then I wouldn't adjust anything to the fit, probably just build the diopter in to the power, and 5.8 and 6.4, which is okay. If this is a child and we're aiming for myopia control, sometimes I'll even go down to 5.6 and 6.2. But 5.8, 6.4 is not bad. Starting at a 1.52, all we're going to do is increase the demand here until we're about a 2.52. And I'll fudge on the low side. So we got a pretty flat lens now at a 9.3 base curve. Anytime we change the power, I do it in 100% mode for a G-SIM lens, but then I will go to 25% mode and check individual meridians. We're at 248 right now. We can probably be closer to that. Nope, not in this case. That's the closest. We can change this to be a little closer. I like to be within 3 or 4 microns usually. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so now we have a lens that's pretty uniform in the different meridians in terms of power. Oh, but we have a kink in the graph there that we have to get rid of. Usually this is just a trial and error. All right, so this lens should give the patient about a diopter more correction and hopefully maintain the same treatment zone, giving the patient better vision than being diopter undercorrected. Same lens changes can be applied to the left eye, just adding or building in the extra power to the new lens, and that should work pretty well for the patient. So best of luck, and thanks for watching.